In this video, I want to show you some apps that I've downloaded and just sort of give you an idea of how they perform. I also have a little treat for this new Fenix 6 Pro. I've bought a new strap. I thought I would start off with the widget apps that I have downloaded. So with a short press on either up or down will take me into the widget menu. The first one I have here is Got Rain, and the second one is Minutecast. So this is all to do with the weather. Now this is going to take a reading from my connected device, which is my iPad at the moment, so it's using the Wi-Fi connection to get your location. At the moment, this is going to give me a forecast when it's going to rain. It will also tell me in color formation whether it's going to snow as well. So you can scroll through using the select button here. So this is going to take a reading over 2 hours, 120 minutes, and at the moment, if this is all blank, that means there is nothing coming from the clouds. And if you press again, you get it split there, and it will come up with an indication of when it's going to rain, tell you when it's going to have a break. And I'm finding this really useful. Going back, I want to show you this one. I'm finding this one is really cool indeed. So this is the app I have installed on the widgets, and it's called Weather Radar. Now this is viewed in Garmin IQ, so if I just tap in that and you'll get a little better picture, and it's got some pictures here which can show you what it's actually going to do. So if I pick this one, you can see that it's actually going to give you the radar of what is coming in towards you. You also get a description of how it works, and with this particular first line here, it says if you're having problems, contact the developer. Well, I did experience one little problem, but I will quickly come to that. And for this app, it is $3. Now, you do get 21 day of full functional trial, which I thought was really good, because some of these apps, you either get all of the functions or you have to pay. And so without knowing exactly what you're getting, are you sort of wasting your money? So I thought this was really kind of the developer to give you 21 days. Now, after a few days, I decided to go for the full version and just go for it and have it for a year subscription for $3, which I thought wasn't very much. While the app was on the 21-day full functional trial, it was working perfectly, but as soon as I downloaded the full version for $3, this is where I started having a little problem with the connection. So what you have to do is actually connect it to your PayPal email. Once you've downloaded the full version, it will take you straight into Garmin Connect. So if I tap onto my device, go to Appearance, and then select Widgets, then scroll down on the list of widgets. Here it is at the bottom, the Weather Radar widget. And then here you'll have settings. So when you tap on settings, it will have the option to put in your email address. But this is where I found where you need to add an additional bit of information. You'll need to go back into Garmin IQ. So open this up, and at the top you'll have a little picture of your Fenix. Open this up, and then you'll see it has widgets. You tap on that, then you see the weather radar here. You tap on that, and then you tap on settings, and you need to enter your PayPal email in again. And since I've done this, it is working a treat. So this is how it works, and really you need to be outside because it's going to be taking a GPS reading from your watch. Just a press on the widget button there and open up like this. So it's going to take the last GPS reading because I was outside, and because I'm in my light box I don't have any GPS connection. So it usually takes around about sort of 20 seconds up to a half a minute. But there it is. It is worth it because you get a map and it actually shows you over a 30-minute duration. Now it just loads up like this, and then it takes a few more moments to sort of upload, and when it lights up like this, it gives you a little vibration, and there it's counting from 0 down to the 30 minutes ago. You can actually see the rain sort of moving in. You can also have some options here. You can change the level of zoom just by using the select. So you can have a 18 kilometers, 30, 56, 111, 240, and 240 is where I had it. So let's try 56. So it needs to just receive that image. And I say it doesn't take too long, but I think for that little bit of a wait, it's giving you a lot more information. I'm finding that having a radar on your wrist is very, very cool indeed. So there is no rain at the moment coming near me in that sort of distance. You can also change the image type. I haven't really changed this. This is global satellite or global color satellite. So is there a difference? Let's have a little play. I have sort of left it as standard because I thought that was enough. And okay, so it's gone into sort of a more grey sort of color. For me, I'm really finding this so useful. And once I've added both of my PayPal emails into the Garmin Connect and to the Garmin IQ, since then I have not experienced any problems whatsoever. The next one I want to show you is also a widget, and this is called Tidal Flow. Before I open the app and show you what it looks like on the watch, I thought I'd just show you on the Garmin IQ that if you type in Tide, this is what you will see. Now there's only 4 available, and I did try them all out, and I found that the Tidal Flow was just better for me, and I shall explain in a moment. This one wasn't too bad, but here you do have the reviews, so it is worth. So when you open it up to have a look at the reviews before you sort of waste your time, you will have an indication here of that it needs to be installed. I'm going to press start, and because I'm in my Lightbox, it's not going to find that GPS, but you do have options. From GPS, you can just enter the latitude and longitude to find that. But I'm going to press use GPS and take it to the window. And I don't need to film this, but when you're outdoors, these bars will go up with strength. So being outside, it'll be on 4 bars. And here it is, and at the very top it's showing you the obvious with the date and time. It's also showing the sunrise and sunset times, which is actually indicating where the tide is. It's showing 4 tides, and all listed here with the increasements and decreasements in meters. And here highlighted in green is where it's heading. It's coming down to a low tide, and I thought that was really cool indeed. And where it's light here with the white, that is daylight. That's the maximum hours in the day. Here are your dusk points, and then on the outer edge is your night. So it has pretty much everything you need. The only thing that I can't really work out is the distance here. When I play around with the distance, say I increase that to 15 kilometers and then press back, it's sort of getting tides, and then it comes up with this quota exceeded, and it just seems that 5 kilometers is its limit. So I haven't got a clue how that works, but everything else is perfect. So just go back and like so. And if I press back now, because I've got glances on, I actually get this little picture, so I don't really need to open it. It's got everything I need to know with the low tide already there. Perfect. Now I did have this app here which I downloaded. Let me just open that up, and it has loads and loads of details. Now the thing is, I think there might be too many details. I have this actually removed at the moment. So what I do, I'm going to go into Garmin Connect. I'm going to go back up to my device there. I'm going to go to Appearance. I'm going to hit Watch Faces. I thought it'd be quite cool to have this information on the main screen. So here, if I click on this, I can go to the bottom and choose to install back into the watch. Now it's going to take a few moments. So the watch face is now installed, and it sits in the installed list, which was previously in the not installed. Now if you open this up, there is some settings. In fact, there is loads of settings. What we want to see is what it looks like on the watch, and here it is. And I must say, it does look really, really cool. Now it does have the temperatures here, up and down and up and down. Then it has a sort of wind speed, and it also has these little blue bits here telling you about the rain. If I press the back, there's a bit of a delay there. It just makes everything feel very, very slow. I mean, that was really slow indeed. Don't really think this is good for the watch. Now if I put my backlight on, so I've turned that off, and that usually just goes off instantly. It has such an incredible amount of delay. Usually that's just very instant. So I'll push for the menu there. A bit of history. Is that okay? Let's go back. Now that did take just a few moments more. That is a long time. Usually that is just instant. If I just press that, now it does it. So it's got, to me, it's just got too much data on that display. And so what I do, I go back into Garmin Connect, and then where you've got the app there, you open it, and at the top you have these three little dots, and at the bottom it says uninstall. It doesn't take too long. Press that, you get a little running man, and now that should be back on the list. There it is, back there. And then on the watch, it's come back like so. So if I go to control, press back, see how smooth that is. You can see there was a big difference. Even if I go from there, look, as soon as I press that, it's instant. Back into there, go to history, just a bit long in there, so I'll just long press, and it's so quick. Backlight, I press the back, and it's out. And so I don't know what it's actually doing to the watch, and when it's sort of buggy like this, I'd rather not have sort of these apps. So I'm just giving you an update that sometimes apps can make your watch a bit laggy. Next is my package. The strap I was after was the titanium bracelet. So looking through eBay, they were ranging from price from £53.99. I even found one at £41.99. But I thought, is there a cheaper option? And yes, there is. From AliExpress, doing the same titanium bracelet for $34.09, which is a lot cheaper than pounds. And here is my order. It took less than 10 days to arrive, and I ordered it through the company called Best official store that actually were the cheapest on AliExpress. So this is what they've sent me: titanium bracelet, a SIM card remover, and 2 little screwdrivers. Have a little peek inside. This is nothing gonna be surprising because I saw the pictures. This is just very plain indeed. So I'm just gonna take off all this plastic and see how easy this is to install. Who's that YouTuber that likes jingly jangly jubilee jangly bracelets? This is really jingly jangly, and I'm sure you would wet your knickers over this one. So here it is side by side, and there is only a little bit of a difference, mainly on the screws here. On the original they're using these torque heads, whereas on these they're having those Phillips. So I guess if you're buying the original titanium bracelet from Garmin, they're going to have some nice titanium torque head screws. This part is definitely the resin plastic. This one I'm still a little bit confused to what it is, but here it feels like it's the same sort of design. Everything just looks the same. And just turning it over, it even has that little Garmin triangle. So how easy is it to fit? Well, I would say that was really difficult. I need to do that again. Hang on. Pull that back, put into there. I think I need more viewfinders in front of me because I think I like to have more of a challenge than that. I feel quite disappointed. I wonder if I can actually push that in without... Yeah, this is very disappointing indeed. I wanted more of a challenge. I wanted spring pins everywhere. I'm just joking. That was easy as eating cake from a baby. What was that, sweets? And here it is on the wrist, on my 7.5-inch wrist. I have about that much of a gap to play around with. Now, it looks like I'm going to have to take some links out because there is only 2 very small micro adjustments. Now on the AliExpress website, it's actually showing you some diagrams of actually how to adjust this. And now I realize what this SIM card tool is used for. I really like the attention to detail here. They've got a half a link here. Now there's a full link so you can see the difference. And not only have they put it on that end, they have repeated it here as well. So I think I'm going to take these half links out first and see what happens, because then I have full links. So it could actually look a little bit better. So far, I'm very pleased. All right, let's see how this spring bar remover tool copes. So am I able to get that out? Yes, that was really easy. So yeah, they've just got a standard sort of spring bar there, stainless steel. On the inside edge you can see some of the coating has come away to reveal the natural titanium colouring, but that's quite normal because that does rub together. So that hasn't put me off, and so far I'm still impressed. I also like to point out that both of these parts here, even when I've taken out that small half link, they are the same size, so it doesn't matter which way I get those around. And welcome to Masterclass, how to fit the bracelet back together behind the viewfinder. Do like a good challenge, and with my arms full out in front of me, it's really adding to the ease of this. So let's do that again. So doing it the opposite. Oh, actually, I've got the strap completely the wrong way. Is that going in? You going in? Come on, you can do it. Masterclass. That ain't going in. That ain't going in. I'm going to have to use special tools. Special tools. I'm using a spring bar removal tool. Let's see if I can get that in. Is it in? Yes, it is. And I've put a little scratch on it. Damn, that means I have to take it now outdoors. Believe it that those two half links have made it fit absolutely perfect. The reason why I've sort of replaced it is not only because it looks really much better, is that you do get these wear marks on the original silicone band. It has, see the sheen where it's caught the edges, and then it starts to look a bit tatty. But I have to say that these straps are really comfortable and very silicone-y. So I'm thinking maybe when I'm sort of more in the sort of wet swimming sort of areas, then these straps would be better suited. But with the titanium bracelet, not only do I have the lightness, I also have that really super cool factor, and it's also taking it away from being sort of a more high-end sports watch. And I do like the fact that it's just a simple double employment clasp, and it is easy to fit. That is my little sort of tips on widgets and sort of watch faces, and to show you this bracelet. In fact, I lied. I've got one more thing to show you. I bought some sweets. So, what do you think I've bought here? Well, these are actually little plugs to cover the back of the charging port. Now, let's go for, say, the red one. How easy is that to put on? Wow, that was very easy indeed. How easy is it to take off? Not bad at all. Now, I've heard rumours that if these get very dirty and greasy, that when you plug in your USB cable, you might not get a contact, and I thought best to be safe, and I like my protection like I do on my G-Shocks. So what are you liking, the original silicone, or do you like my cheap titanium from AliExpress? Now, that is now the video done. And as always, that's the time. Thanks for watching.